Okay, we'll give it just a minute here for YouTube to catch up. Okay. And we are live. Hi, everybody.
Nice.
Look who I've got with me. It's the wonderful Cali healer, Kelly.
Oh, Scott, thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for being here. So we always have a great show together, and we lost time of our track of time before coming on. We were just yapping, and I was telling her I was mostly doing the yapping. But
we lost track of time, so we're sorry. We're sorry.
Sorry about that. Yes,
we were deep in conversation.
Yeah, she's a great friend, and I'm just happy that you're here.
Oh, I'm so grateful for you, Scott. Thank you for being here, and likewise, I just absolutely love spending time with you and doing these shows. I mean, I could just talk to you for an hour backstage.
And you know, this is all Jackie's fault. This is Jackie's fault because Jackie is the one who had seen you on previous lives with people, and she came to me. I don't know if I ever told you. She came to me and said, "You've got to do a collaboration with Cali Healer." And I had never heard of you, so this is Jackie's fault.
Jackie, thank you. That was so nice. Thank you. Yep. Well, so, I'm glad she did.
I am too, definitely.
Oh, there she is. There's Jackie.
Yeah, I was going to say, here she is. So we'll say hi to a few people. Jackie and Annie, who are both moderating tonight. So thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kat is here.
Hi, Kat.
Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Natalie is here.
Oh, Natalie, hello.
And S.R. Kish.
Hi.
And Daniela. And Risa.
Risa, hello.
Third time today. Yes, I've been watching the lives today. So me and Risa have been following each other around.
Oh, I love that.
And is it Erin?
Erin, yep.
Erin Marie. Hello, welcome. And Michelle Krantz is here.
Hi, Michelle. Michelle changed her picture. I love it.
Did she? And there's Nicole. There's Michelle again with the new picture. Hi, Nicole.
Hello.
And let's see, that might be it. No, we got Liz and all.
Hi, Liz.
And we've got Brenda T.
Hello, Brenda.
Okay, so I noticed there's a couple of questions coming in. Make sure you put your questions in caps and emojis for me, guys, because I will miss them. So SR Kish, I did get yours. And Nicole, I've got yours. And Daniela, I've got yours. Yes, I got it, Daniela. And okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. You're very welcome. So I'll guess we'll go over the banner. Actually, that just is a waste of time because I think everybody here knows what about the questions and how we do things. So if you do have any questions, the moderators will help you. So Jackie's here to help you guys, or Kelly's moderators as well. Okay, Michelle, I've got your question. Thank you. Great. And you had a really interesting live one this morning with Sun Psychic Jean.
Yes, we did crystals, and in fact, I still have some of them next to me. I was so amazed at I've had these for years, but like I had said, I had them downstairs on the base of the fireplace, and when she asked me to be on and to do crystals again, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take these and just research and find out what their healing properties were, and I was amazed. And so yeah, I have two here, and then one of them I think I mentioned was good for sleep, and I did move that one over by the bed. But yeah, it's fun. I did see that you're like I think you said that you're kind of new to crystals, and
Well, I've had a couple a few years ago when I was getting into them, but then I got my cat, and my cat was one of those cats that it was sunny, and he was one of those cats that jumped on everything and knocked everything off, and I
yeah,
lost my crystals, and I still haven't found them yet. Because every time I put one on the desk, he would get up on the desk and knock it off. And that was usually in the middle of the night, and I didn't feel like getting up. So
yeah.
um, that was when I was really new to tarot and oracle and everything, and so I got a few crystals, and I just decided not to do that since having him. But now that he's gone, I don't think the other one will bother anything. He's just chill. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's nice. And and they do help with our energy and healing and raising our vibration. And yeah, I
yeah, I definitely want to get some. And I had the ones that most of them were in hearts. I think you can get those. And Jean had one. It was orange something.
Oh
It
yeah, the orange calcite.
was
Yep,
beautiful. Yeah.
I do. I love hearts too. In fact, I have this little blue one too, and I have a dish over there that's all hearts because I really love I love hearts.
Yeah, me too. All right, I'm just starring a couple of questions
Oh,
here.
nice.
Let me see. Okay, it's hard to drive and chew gum at the same time. So,
Oh, it is it to because I hosted last time, and I remember telling you it's hard, to start the comments and keep up on chat, and it's it's not as easy as it looks, and you make it look easy.
oh no, I just look like I don't know what I'm doing, I think.
Oh no, you do a fabulous job, Scott.
Well, thank you. All right. Well, we've got 12 questions. I'll keep taking the questions, but like we do usually, I'll just do random wherever spirit leads me to go. If you want to make sure that your question gets answered, I do take donations, and you will skip the line and get more cards and a more in-depth reading. So if you want to do that, it's a minimum of $5 US dollars, and you can do that on PayPal, which is down below, or you can go onto the super chats and super stickers and do it that way. Okay, so there's a way to make sure that you do get your question answered if you want to. All right, so we have
Love
that.
that.
And before we get started, one more thing. Please make sure you go down below, and Jackie will put it in the chat. Kelly's channel. Make sure you go to Kelly's channel and give her a subscribe. Very
Oh,
important. So,
thank you, Scott. And likewise, for people on my channel, go over to Scott's channel and like and subscribe and hit that bell and all of the YouTubey stuff.
the YouTubey stuff, I love it.
Yep, we got to share the love, right?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. All right, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's see. Nicole, you're up first. And Nicole did mention that she is into crystals and has a bunch too. So Nicole, you should watch the live that Kelly and Jean did earlier this afternoon on
Oh, thanks,
crystals.
Scott. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right. I would love some insight on my gifts and abilities. Nicole, have you thought about doing something with money or sales? Because you got the Ace of Pentacles. So I think you would be good at something like that. You have a kind, very kind demeanor. And, you know, I think a lot of you, and I've known you in the chat for a year or so. So, yeah, do something that you would be with other people if you're looking for a job. You're crocheting. Yeah, I know you said that before that you crochet. That's really neat. You got the Five of Cups. So, looking on the bright side is a gift. So, and it takes work sometimes. You have to use your intuition and your gifts to change negative vibration into positive vibration. It's a process. It's a gift, I believe. So you got that. You got the Two of Wands. So this is manifesting, planning. So you have the gift of manifestation as well, and of magic. You see, this dragon is holding the world, but he's not really even holding it. It's just suspended there. Okay, and then you got the Justice card. And the Justice card is all about balance, external balance, work, home, relationships, friendships. And I'm telling you, just with that, that requires a lot of gifts and abilities, I believe, too. Okay. And let me get you an oracle or two. Clear your energy. Yeah, I was just watching a live with Allie where she was clearing, it had somebody on there where they were clearing their energy. So maybe this is just a side note for you to do that. And also I got adjacent possibilities. So again, to me, your intuition is key, and your intuition is a gift. Use it, use that first gut instinct that you get to make decisions. And that's what I got.
I keep hearing Claire's sentience, and then I asked the pendulum, and it said yes, and I know this maybe is something you're not expecting to hear, but I get too that you would be an excellent matchmaker. So, you know, with your friends, community, I get that you have the ability where you can really pick people out and connect them and bring people together. I'm getting to that I got discernment. So it's really important for you to trust the information that you're getting, and trust your abilities, and just trust yourself in general. And I get that you're really protected, that you've got a lot of angels and helpers that are around you protecting you. I did get the card, the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And I pulled the rest card. And so all of us, I think, right now are needing a little extra rest in our life, just because of all the energy and whatnot that it seems to be really chaotic at the time. So if you can, you know, catch a nap, or, you know, go to bed a little bit earlier, I get that that's really going to be beneficial. And I also get that there could be somebody around you that isn't exactly being truthful and true to who they are. So just pay attention to the people around you, and make sure that make sure the ones that are around you are being authentic, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. And then lastly, I got balance. And it says, take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution, Take your time. There's no need to rush.
Awesome.
So I hope that helps.
Thank you, Kelly. And thank you, Nicole. And she said, right, like justice. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Christine just popped in with a donation. Thank you so much, Christine. And we will get you next. Hi, Kendra. I got your question. And I think I've got everybody else who put questions in there, so you don't have to repeat them. So I've been starring a lot. So we got a lot of people. Like I said, if you want to make sure that your question gets read, you can do the donation. Christine, I know you're probably here. Can I have a reading as to how to proceed with the commercial renter who wants to renew lease, don't know 3 or 6 years to give to them and increase rent? Okay.
My first thought, Christine, is do a 3-year lease. Just because in 3 years, then you'll have the ability to renew it again, and and take a look at the economy and see where it's going. And I do feel, I mean, I'm going to pull some cards too, but I feel like, yes, you need to increase rent with everything else increasing in the world. That there needs to be an increase is what I'm feeling. But personally, I would do 3 years. And now when I pulled 3 years, I just got yes. And then I got be assertive. So, they're probably not going to like that the rent is being increased, but it's, you need to be able to survive too. And then lastly, I got you're ready. So it's time, you're ready, and you're such a beautiful soul, and I get that this could be really hard for you, but I get when you're done with it, everything, it's going to be a huge relief off your back and off your mind.
All right. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I've got the same thing basically. Christine, your first card is the 8 of Swords, and this is feeling trapped and like you're kind of on the outside of things. The great thing about this, what I'm going to say, probably the swords are illusions and it's not real. You're not trapped. Okay. So whatever situation you're in, you are not trapped. You are free to make your own decisions. You got the High Priestess who takes in information and observes things. So that might help you to pause a little bit before you make your decision. But then you got the Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, bringing in good things for you. So that's where I'm thinking, to do 3. That just came to me as well. And yes to the increase of the rent. You got the Justice card. It was reversed. So that means something needs to change. So change it to 3 and maybe increase the rent so that you can survive, like Kelly said. And if there's any chaos or conflict, just take the high road and know that you've done what your intuition has told you to do and what is best for you in the long run. For oracles, I've got the Spirit of Spring. And it says freedom, action, and power. So You are being told to take some action right now and to use your power. And then I got the dragonfly for you. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So this just tells me you're on the right track. And the next card I got for you is the door to spirit. So we're just talking about a connection to spirit. Now it's the door to spirit. So do everything that you do, even with your job, with love, and include spirit in it. And that way good things will come back to you, and it won't come back to bite you. You'll have justice in the upright position, and you'll have good karma coming back to you. And that's what I got.
I love that. I love that, Christine. And I feel like there's positive changes are just right on the horizon.
All right, let me get rid of these cards here. Welcome, Jules, learning to listen.
Hi, Julie.
And Barbara is here. Hey, Barbara. CJ is next. Thank you for your donation, CJ. May I get a general message, please? CJ, if you could just say hi. Christine said, I love it when you two get together live.
Oh, I do too. Me too.
Hey, Jan's Free. Welcome.
CJ, I get share your voice. Share your voice, and it says, come out of the cave and be ready to be seen. And so if you feel like you've been holding back and just don't dim your light in order for others to shine brighter. That it's your light matters as much as everybody else's light. And I also got that there could be, you could be holding on to some fear, and rightfully so, because the times that we're in, are kind of a little bit unstable and whatnot. However, I got to release that fear and to know that fear derails our intuition. And so it's really important to let that go. And I also got boundaries. And so I do get that there's a lot going on, in that you've got a lot on your plate and possibly like overstimulated. And so anybody that's bringing drama or toxicity to you or to a situation that you're possibly in, know that it's a form of self-love to put boundaries up, and limit your time with them. If it was going to be an all-day thing, you do it for a couple hours. And I do get that there's something that I don't know. It kind of feels like it could be a friendship or a relationship. I'm getting that has kind of seen has ran its course. It's, for a better word, has ran its course. And sometimes we tend to look at those situations and think about like, what did I do? What did we automatically look at ourselves. What did I do? Why am I not seeing this person? Why isn't this person coming around? And your angels and your guides want you to know, and they just gave me validation, is that it's nothing you did. It's all energy, is all a vibration. And so your vibration just is not matching their vibration anymore. And so when a person looks at it in that sort of terms, as energy and vibration, it gives us a better perception of why the relationship isn't working out anymore. And then I got the card of strength. And so it says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. It's time to embrace how wonderful you are, CJ.
All right. Awesome. CJ, hi there. I got the Six of Pentacles for you. Now, this is a good card. It's generosity. But just make sure you can see the scales. Make sure that you're giving and you're receiving in even amounts.
Yes.
Okay, so you got that. And then you got the Emperor. And this is you taking charge of your world. And it looks to me by the other cards that you might have been feeling overwhelmed and like a lot of things are on your shoulders that you, well, here, like this, the 10 of Wands. So just like too much going on, too much responsibility. And maybe you need to put some of that responsibility down so that you can take care of yourself. You've got some decisions to make, but don't let yourself get caught up in the clouds. Instead, like your head in the clouds and not being able to make a decision. Instead, just use your intuition and gut and choose the right one. Okay. And then the last tarot card I got is the Eight of Swords. This again is about feeling trapped. So don't feel trapped. Know that you're free. And it's just the monkey mind playing tricks with you with these swords. Same thing with the 10 of Wands. You might feel overwhelmed because of the monkey mind talking to you and saying, oh, you can't handle this. You can't do this. When in fact you can. And then I've got for you guidance. So I feel like you can be a guide for other people to help them out. And I'm also getting that your guides are giving you a lot of downloads and things that you can manage to give to other people. Okay, so just think about that. And then I've got celebrations. You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. And that's a gift right there. So celebrations. And then I've got envision success. Manifest your own future. You can see the crystal ball here. Insight, clarity, and destiny.
Love
right?
that.
So that's what I got for you, CJ. Let me get Kelly back over here. Thank you so much, CJ. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And next up is going to be Michelle Krantz.
Michelle.
You're welcome, CJ. And hi, Polly. I did get your request. Thank you.
Michelle, the first card I picked was Pennies from Heaven. Pennies,
Wow.
Pennies and dimes from a loved one communicating and showing their love. And so be on the lookout for pennies and dimes. And then I pulled Align Your Life. And it says, what is not aligned needs to change. And so this is a good one, because we truly are our keepers, and we know and can feel if something is in alignment with us, our beliefs, our energy, and and so what is not aligned or needs to change. I'm also getting that, I don't know if maybe you've already been doing this, but if you've been doing like a deep dive, getting rid of stuff, I'm getting that's going to help the whole alignment too. So I mean, it can be people, it can be situations, it can literally be stuff, work and whatnot. And so anyway, I got peace. I got that this is going to bring you a lot of peace. And I got keeper of waves. So I get that this is going to bring the same sort of thing, a calm to a calmness to what you're really needing. And then lastly, I got the 7 of summer. These are a fairy deck, fairy tarot deck by Raleigh Valentine. And it says, no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So they're saying it's time to make a decision. And that too, we can sometimes overthink things, and then we start going down that rabbit hole. But not making a decision is a decision. So if there's something that you've been kind of weighing back and forth, they're saying that to do it. And with making the decision, you gain power from doing that. So I hope that helps, Michelle.
All right. Thank you, Kelly. Awesome. I've got the magician for you, Michelle. So this is telling me that you have everything in your power right now to create whatever it is that you want. You take the magician and the IAN out and you've got magic. So you have magic within you to create something really, really special and illuminate your life with, so that every day can be special for you. Okay, so I got that. I've got that you may have a couple of people coming in with the 3 of Pentacles to help you. If so, take their advice, go to them for help, and they will probably be coming to you for help as well. But you have some friends coming in, I believe, too.
Oh, I love that.
And then you got the Hanged Man. And this is, that's crazy with her hair. But this is looking at things through a different perspective, right? So look at things from the way that you don't normally look at them, so that you can see everything. And it's not just a lens that you have, that you can just see a little bit, but it expands your vision so that you can see everything and what you need to do and how you need to do it. For your oracle cards, I got fulfillment. So whatever, if it's crystals like we were talking about earlier, or tarot, or it could be oracle, whatever is bringing you fulfillment in your life, dig into that. Go deeper even, is what I'm seeing with this card. And then I've got freedom for you.
Oh, I love that.
And this says, you are free to walk the path you choose. Take action now. Yeah, you got so many choices ahead of you that it's, limitless as to what you can create and what you can do, because you have magic within you. And that's what I got for you.
And that it's kind of like that, no procrastinating, that it whatever it is, Michelle, they're wanting you to make that decision.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to go to Natalie.
Hi, Natalie.
And Marilyn, welcome. I don't know if you saw what Jackie said, but if you want a free reading, you just put that into chat. But if you want to make sure that you get the reading, then you can do a super chat or PayPal. And there's all the information right there. Jackie just put it in. Okay, Natalie, you are here. All right, Natalie, I've got the 9 of Wands for you. And this is a great card because it's a bounce back card. And it's just saying be resilient and have that bounce back. Just keep going. And it looks like you have been through something that's made you weary. You know, this really got your strength kind of feeling like it's not there, when in fact you do have inner strength. This is the card of, you know, perseverance. So just have perseverance that things will go better for you. And then you got the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is you being confident. Queen of Wands usually has a cat with her in the Rider-Waite-Smith version. That's for independence. So be self-confident and have independence in all that you do, because you can manifest what it is that you want. This is the manifestation card. I love this card with the Buddha looking person there. But this is for happiness, dreams coming true, because you wish for it and you get it. Okay. And then for you, I've got faith. Trust that everything is working out perfectly. All is well. So I feel like you're on the right track. And then you got unleash infinity. Discover what's beyond. Move, explore, or just be boundless. So this is saying to maybe go on a journey physically, I'm thinking. Maybe just to get out of the house for a little while and clear your head. So it doesn't have to be far. It can be just some place that you go all the time to restore yourself. So I'm hearing grounding too will help you a lot, Natalie. So that's what I got.
Oh, I love that. Natalie, hi. First card I got was transformation. And so I get that you are really going through a transformational period in your life. And they said things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. And what they want you to know is when we are going through these transformations, we typically always have to let go of the old, the old stuff that has been weighing us down in order to let new in. And so to keep that in mind, and I get that maybe there's been some worry about money, and I get that it's, you don't need to worry about money. I got the 10 of Autumn, and it says take steps to ensure financial security. And it says of your children and loved ones making wise investments and planning for retirement. So I do feel like there's no need to worry about money. And then I got that if you are having a lot on your plate, to remember to say no, and just that's all you have to do is say no. And lastly, if you're holding on to doubt, which sometimes, at some point we kind of all are, they're saying, when in doubt, let it out. And so, if you're feeling doubtful or unsure and uneasy and, all the what ifs sometimes that we can be feeling, give it to your spiritual tribe, your angels, your guides, your helpers, and let them help you. Just don't bottle it up and keep it inside. So it's kind of a good one for all of us. When in doubt, let it out.
Oh, I like that. Awesome. All right. Thank you, Natalie. And Marilyn has given a donation. Thank you, Marilyn, for that. You'll go next. And she's saying that I have invited SL, a Gemini, to participate in a program of mine. I haven't heard back. Can you tell me what is the energy around the two of us working together? I'm a Pisces. You're welcome, Natalie. All right, so the first thing I've got, Marilyn, is that you are very creative and you have a lot of passion to give. Um, this is the Empress that is very creative and passionate, but also does self-care. So in order for you to take care of other people, you got to take care of yourself first. So I just want to throw that out for you. It also says give birth to your dreams, so abundance and prosperity. So I think that your side of it is going to be great. Then you got the page of air or swords. Okay, and this is coming from a logical perspective, insightful and blunt, an exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights. To me, this would be SL. So even though you haven't heard back, I think that they would have made a good partner for you. You got the Magician saying you can handle anything that comes around, and any circumstance you can control. And then you got the Seven of Cups. So you're going to have many options of people that you can work with. So if you don't hear back from SL, then it might be because they're not interested. So I think someone who is interested is going to come, and you're going to have that option of going with someone else. And it is kind of a tall tale, to look at it and see that because he hasn't made a move yet and answered you, that it could be really it's a no. So I always think that with relationships, with friendships. So I think that he could come in though, and a change could happen. But for right now, I think following in the footsteps of looking for someone else, having other options available is a good thing, because you need someone who is going to be there for you and give 100% when you give 100%. You got spiritual practice, the eagle, and it says you will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. So you got this, no matter who it is that you're going to do the program with. And then you got the seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. And for this one, this is the crown chakra. You see the crown up here on this angel. So you may need to do some work with your crown chakra, communicating with source. And that will, I think, release a lot of doubts that you may be having about the program. Because I think it's going to work with whoever you choose to be in there with you. So that's what I got, Marilyn. And here is Kelly.
I love that, Scott. And I got leap, Marilyn. It says you go first, the universe will catch up. So in other words, don't be waiting on this person, because I too I pulled the no card, and so I'm sometimes people not committing is almost the answer. However, I do get that there could be something with this person's health or something going on that has put the delay on. But I got to make yourself a priority, that you know you do what's important for you, and put yourself first. And then I got imagination. And so I really feel like this project that you're working on is really going to excel. And any way that you can, put all of your creative ideas and juices into it, it's going to be a good thing. However, I do get that there's going to be somebody coming in, whether it's him or somebody else. I do feel like it's going to be soon. And then I got the Hermit, but it says find or be the mentor. Take a break from society and commitment for your spiritual growth. And so, however, I feel like with this project that you could very well be the mentor. And so, especially if it's a spiritual project. And yeah, make yourself a priority, and don't be waiting on this person. Move ahead. Move ahead. You deserve that.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Marilyn, for your donation. My friend, I appreciate you. Right. And next up is going to be Veritas Spirit on Kelly's channel there. If you're here, Veritas, if you could just say hi for me. Would love to find my unique gifts, talents, so I can find a fitting job. Okay. You're welcome, Marilyn. Yes, Veritas is here. Hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a career deck. I've never used this deck before.
Which one is that?
The career life and oracle deck.
Oh wow, I've never seen that.
I bought it months ago, and it's been sitting here, and I thought, oh, this would be a good one to pull a few cards on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Veritas, if you have something that's been holding you back, I think is coming to an end. This is the 10 of Swords, or 10 of Air in this deck. So it's the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction, it can be that. But I just think it's the end of a difficult situation for you. And then you got the High Priestess. Now, this is interesting because the High Priestess is an inaction card where you let things come to you and you observe. So the first thing I want to say, is I think the guides want you to observe what's going on around you and observe what your unique gifts really are. And then you have action cards. So you have that time of reflection, and then you're going to act on it. You have the 8 of Wands here, or 8 of Fire, events moving at a fast pace, or many things happening at once. So these gifts are going to come to you. And this Wands is passion and creativity. So I really think that your gifts are going to be coming out really soon, and you're going to be able to see what they are. And one is the passion that you have in your life. What is bringing passion into your life purpose? So whatever it is, it will be that first thing that you're thinking of. That's what your gut feeling is going to be, and that's what you need to pursue. So This is you being adventurous, self-assured. You can be a little bit restless, but I'm looking at the passionate side and the fact that you got 2 wand cards. So I think that you're going to have just really good answers coming in about this. You got concentration. So something that requires your memory would be good for you. Maybe a remote job where you're have many systems that you have to do. A lot of people cannot do that. And I think with you, it's saying that you can. And then you got the 3rd chakra, Archangel Shamiel. This is the high heart chakra right here. And it's for unconditional love. So Spirit just wants you to have a side note and say you're loved unconditionally. And then you got the snake, and it says your intuition and healing powers. Oh, look there. There's the answer right there for you. Will guide you to a better place or better path. Just be careful. Your intuition and healing powers. So you are a healer, Veritas, and you are a great thinker with your gut and with your spirit, which is your intuition. So I'm going to say you're a healer and you've got this. And I'm going to go to Kelly now.
I really feel the same. I mean, in the cards, the cards are so similar. It's just kind of crazy. The first card I got was Queen of Summer, loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive. So if you have, any doubts that you're not intuitive, you are intuitive. And so it could be, like Scott said, a healer, a card reader, a Reiki master. I do feel like you're going to be going and taking some classes and going back to to school to get some further education. Anyway, this says, listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. So you are a caregiver. And so a lot of times that is the trait of a healer. When healers are caregivers and they're taking care of everybody all the time and end up not taking care of themselves as much as they should have. So I get it's really important for you to make sure that your cup is full and to take care of your nervous system. And then this is just it says, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And so, and when I say, taking classes, it doesn't literally have to be like going back to a classroom. It could, it could be taking online classes or, sometimes even reading up on something or going on a retreat, something like that. I do get that it's going to take a little bit of a risk for you, but know that the risk is going to be really, really rewarding. And for money, I pulled, well, this was the career deck. It says good luck. It says good luck. Your fortune is improving and you'll get a lucky break soon. Collect nuggets of wisdom because you're going to need them in the near future. And this was from the same deck too. And I got that you're going to have more than one choice. And so, whatever the calling card, whatever you're called to do, whatever, they always say if you do something and you forget about time and it brings you happiness and time just slips away, that truly is your calling. And so it says you have options, even if you don't see them right now. Get creative and look around, pull a card for each option to see what's best. And so I really do feel it's something with your intuition, and the intuition kind of goes along with the healing. I do healing, and when I do healing, I give people messages when I'm doing healing on them that I get from my angels and guides, and sometimes the person's loved ones. And so however it feels good for you.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah.
And thank you, Veritas, for being here
Yes.
and your question. We did have one more donation here, and questions are closed, but thank you all for being here. And that is Nicole. So, Nicole, you will go next.
And that's on career too. So I got the deck.
Got the right deck, yes. You're welcome, Veritas. They said, thank you for the lovely reading.
Oh, awesome.
Nicole, if you could just say hi for us. I know you're probably there, but okay, that'll work, Nicole. Thank you. Career and financial freedom. Okay, so I've got the 6 of Swords for you. And it says right here, things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation could be taking a trip. So I think that your quest for finding what your career is going to be soon, because you got the Chariot as well with Archangel Metatron in this deck. And it says an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So I feel like that's a new job coming in for you. It may have something to do with movement. You also got the Ace of Fire or Ace of Wands, which is a new opportunity. It says an exciting new opportunity. Yeah, it's a new opportunity. It's new passion, new creativity coming in. So I think it's going to be something that you like to do already. It's a different version of that, but it is something that you like to do. You got the Ace of Cups for your financial freedom. So I think that this is saying you can't go wrong. You're gonna do better, and your finances are going to increase once you take hold of your creative side. Okay, and then this is your other tarot card, the 8 of Pentacles. Just keep working hard and you'll get rewarded for that. And it also says right here, very interesting, because I don't put this with the 8 of Pentacles, but in this deck it says going back to school. Something to think about, Nicole. Just something to think about. And then I got for you the Mother Awakens. So having compassion, nurture, guidance. So you could be doing something in guidance, like a guidance counselor, maybe. Also, you got the Imagination card. Let your imagination run wild. Dream without limiting yourself. Okay, and then the last card I got for you is the Wise Vision. See your dreams take flight. Use your wisdom, guidance, and power. There's that word again, guidance, Nicole. So I'm getting something with school and maybe a guidance counselor, but I'm getting the financial freedom is going to come in with this 8 of Pentacles. And we'll see what Kelly's got.
I love that. Scott, the first card I got is Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. And this is always a good recommendation if we're looking to change things up and we want to bring in change, is to clear our energy, cut our cords, and change the energy in our house by changing things around and whatnot. And I also really think that if you're looking at wanting like a career of advancement and looking for something else, I do think it's important to do your intentions and write out exactly the what you want to do, how much you want to make, how much you want to work, and have that all written down so you can see it. So you know you're telling the universe, it's like, this is how much I want to work, this is how much I want to make, and it works, the manifestation. And I did get that, do not waste your time on dead end jobs. And I got Sisterhood of the Rose, and it says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. And so that too, you know, if you're thinking about going back to school, I, you know, teacher, Scott, you got guidance. You know, it's kind of the same thing. This is awesome. I pulled the World card, and it says brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction. A journey is now complete. And so if you know, a person can take this a couple ways. It can be that the job that you have right now is done and there's a new one on the horizon, or it can be that that you've just, you know, you've just begun to bring in, you know, asking and bringing in that new job that is the one that, you know, the one that you're looking for. And both of these are really good cards, because I got the second one I got was a Chariot, and it says success comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. So, I mean, that's a great card as far as financial freedom as I see it. And then I pulled the Offering card, and it says you will be offered a new position or an investment opportunity. Think about it, research it, and carefully before accepting it. And this kind of goes along with what I said about you know, writing down your intentions and what it is exactly that what you want to do. And then the last card I got was Direction. And it says, your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You're being divinely guided. So yeah, I would start out doing your intentions, clearing your energy, your space's energy, and clearing the energy of your house, and that too allows the old to go away, that old stagnant energy, and it allows for new energy to come in.
Awesome. All right. And I was going to ask you, Kelly, that first fairy card that you had, I don't remember what it was, but the first
World.
Right. And it says in there about freedom. Does it say freedom, or is that the next one?
The freedom to go in any direction.
Yes. And she's asking about financial freedom, and you pull a freedom card.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I didn't even realize that.
That's
and
awesome.
Brilliant success. Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out, Scott.
No problem. All right. She said, that was so beautiful. Thank you so much. And didn't you both get the Chariot? I got the Chariot.
I got the Chariot.
I think I got the Chariot. Let me see. No, I did. Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh. Look at that, Scott.
And
I don't ever bring a tarot deck. I just figured. Yeah. I actually have never done a reading with a tarot deck. This is the first time.
Really?
I mean, I have them. I'll do them like when my readings for my clients, but I've never done one on a show before. It was the first time.
You did awesome. That's great.
Oh,
so, and I've been using a couple of Radley Valentine decks as well that are like yours. This is the Angel Tarot.
Yes, I love that one.
And this is the Archangel Wisdom, or Angel Wisdom.
I love the Wisdom is my favorite, because there's two brown ones. There's the Wisdom, and then there's, I think I got it over there, but I don't have my glasses on. I can see it, I just can't read it.
It's I can't think of what it is either. It's Archangel something.
Yeah, but I like the wisdom better
Yeah.
than that one. And yeah.
And there's the angel, and there's also one that I really like is guided angel messages. And it's a tarot deck from Radley Valentine. So, but it's very similar too. But I like its messages really well.
I do too. I like his decks a lot.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for being here, and Kelly, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Scott, for having me. Thanks
Yes.
for everybody for showing up tonight. That's so nice.
Yep, and keep a lookout because I may come back in a couple of hours because there was a lot of you who didn't get your questions answered. So let's say 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be back. So come back and make sure you put your question in nice and early so I can get it. And I will stay for a while so I can get the people that I missed. So that will be at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Kelly, what have you got coming up?
I have got the Dream Show tomorrow night at 4 o'clock Pacific. Every Tuesday night I have that, and then I have got clients. I'm booked out until October with
oh my gosh,
with healings and readings, and so I have a lot. I have a lot on my plate, but I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, and I'm so grateful to be hanging out with you because this too is just as important.
Oh, I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you.
And thank you again, everybody. I'll see you in a couple of hours. And if not, you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And we'll see you all soon.
Yeah. Take care, everybody. See you soon.
Bye-bye.